Ready? What's up, everyone? We're back with another podcast. I'm Mike,
This is T.
and this is
Oh, Maggie.
yeah. She'll be part of the podcast. She'll be talking about her sports picks and everything. But I'm just playing. But anything. Anyway, we do want to start this off by saying it's been probably more than 2 weeks since we made a podcast, but we have a lot of stuff going on. He's been out of town. He's been doing stuff. I've been working. He's been working. We've been doing a whole lot. What have you been doing?
I was just in Colorado. My brother had his senior night for football Friday, Friday. So I was out there in Colorado, went to go see him. Had a good time with some family. I saw my father, saw my brothers. One of my brothers came down from Houston to come see us. Saw my sister while I was out there too. It was just a little family to get together.
Yeah. And we have been planning to do podcasts like a lot, but it always falls through. We always have stuff going on. We have shit just we're old. We're old. We're what, 40 years old each. Like, not
Damn
playing.
near. Yeah, I feel like it.
We're pushing 40, not playing. Bro, we're not even 25, bro.
I feel it.
Yeah, it's been a while. We have a lot to talk about today because there's been so much stuff going on with sports. There's been crazy NBA games, crazy NFL games, good NFL games, good NBA games. MLB last night was crazy. Shit. I'm smacking crazy on NBA right now from the start of the season. Freaking Tucker Kraft, the Dodgers game last night, 18 innings. We have a lot to talk about. So,
the Bears.
the fucking man. I don't want to talk about the fucking Bears. The Cubs, but the Cubs are gone. But we're not talking about the Cubs. So, yeah. So we're just gonna start this podcast and just go from there. I mean, we can start talking about all the new things about sports, honestly. NBA's, we can talk about let's just talk about like what's been going on with sports, and then the injuries and what's been happening lately, like everything.
Yeah, a lot has happened with injuries, at least with the NFL so far.
So let's start with NFL then. NFL, it's been good, but the thing is, you could agree, I hope you could agree with me on this, nobody knows who the hell is going to win the fucking Super Bowl. Nobody. These teams are like, these teams are like going like crazy. All these teams, all the games are close. All the teams are going crazy and everything.
It's a really interesting year so far.
Mhm. Yep.
We're gonna start talking.
Pause for a second. We're gonna start talking about NFL. We're gonna be talking about kind of just. I'll pull up the slate for the last what? It's been 2 or 3 weeks, right?
I think like 3 weeks.
So we'll pull up the last 3 slates. The NFL's been crazy. We don't know who the fuck is gonna. We don't know who the hell is gonna win. We have no idea. Really, like all these teams are just. You can't really tell. Like, the thing that I could think is that I don't like is the Chiefs because they started off bad and now they just won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
By 13 plus.
Yeah.
Every single game. So it's like if the Chiefs win, I'm never watching NFL. Nah, actually.
I don't see them with the Chiefs. I see them going through this little spurt that they're having now. I just don't see them having the juice to go through the playoffs. They have a good amount of injuries, but even let's say without the injuries, they just don't seem like a complete team like they were after they lost the Super Bowl. They just don't seem. For sure. Even last year was their worst year, the dynasty.
Are they missing anybody? They're missing.
I think they're missing.
They're
missing some people on the line.
They're
I know
not missing
that.
Hopkins, right?
No, D-Hop's not on their team anymore. I don't think. I'm not 100% sure.
Anyway, I want Tori to take a little bit and talk about the Packers-Steelers game because Aaron Rodgers was the old team. He was the old quarterback and everything. And that whole game, the Steelers were up that whole game, right?
Up the whole.
And
first
then at
half.
the end of the day, we got this motherfucker Tucker Kraft going crazy, and then they ended up winning the fourth quarter, damn near, right?
From the second half on, we won. Pretty much
the second half on, we won.
Yeah,
they won. But I'm a Packers fan because of him. But anyway,
all right, we'll talk about
him. Talk about it.
So the first half, I will say we looked a little rocky.
I'm gonna show him the stats.
It's typical.
He knows the stats. But
Yeah. So our averaging for the first half is usually like 9.5 points in the first half, which that's slow. Our offense is always slow in the first.
360.
Jordan, yeah, I'll get into that. I will get into J Love. Yeah, I will get into J Love. 29 for 37. 142.
Ah!
142. If I'm not wrong.
Ah!
Yeah,
Damn!
143. So,
Like I said, what did I say in the last fucking podcast? Is this going to be his breakout year, or was the year before?
I told
This
you.
is his break. You
I
told me, man.
I told you. This
Damn!
is going to be Tucker Kraft's breakout year. I knew it. I knew it was.
That's a lock.
I knew
Every
it
single
was.
day. Take him for whatever yards he got.
Whatever it is, take it.
I took this fucker for 30.
I took him for 50, and he got 143.
Why did I take him for 30? He got 143. Yeah.
So, I will say in the first half, the Steelers, we played at the Steelers' pace. I don't know why we tend to do this, but as a team, we always play down to our opponents in the first half, and it always ends up screwing with us. Now, this is one of the times where it doesn't, which I'm glad it didn't. But the first half, the Steelers definitely had us. A-Rod was playing at his pace. Steelers were playing at their pace. McManus missed a field goal twice. He missed 2 field goals. It was just, oh, Jesus Christ. After those first 2 missed field goals in the first half, though, he was pretty money. But first one was acceptable. It's like, okay, he missed it. Could have been, a multitude of things. We were losing. And then we kick another field goal before the half ends. We drive down, about to kick another field goal. We kick it, and he misses again. That point, that's on him. But he's also injured still. He's still slightly injured.
What did A-Rod get?
A-Rod only got like 213 passing yards.
Oh my gosh. If A-Rod got 6 more yards, I'd be rich. I'd be in Malibu right now, dude. I swear. Dude, I would have won
219.
If he got 225, I would have got so much.
Jeez.
I would have been in fucking Mexico right now, dude.
Bro.
Swear.
So I will get into my the one and only Pookie, Jordan Love. That's what we call him, Pookie. He had no picks. Everything was on the money. He made history yesterday. He tied for Packers history. The most completions in a row was 20. He tied Brett Favre for that last night. Sunday. And it was just, I was watching and I'm like, this guy has not missed a throw yet. Tucker Kraft is just getting, I'll get into him in a little bit. But
Yeah,
29 for 37 with 20 straight completions and 360 passing yards.
And then pull up his 2025 season stats.
His season stats, let's see.
Tucker
Kraft, Jordan Love.
Tucker. After
He's been a little.
After
He's been doing pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
What you talking about?
And then we're gonna get into.
Because we can see if he's gonna do way better than this year than last. I mean,
He already has. He already has. He's considered one of the best tight ends in the league right now.
He is.
He is.
He's the best.
He is. He's got more numbers than Travis Kelce has right now. He's the best tight end in the league.
Kelsey's a fucking.
He's a dork. I'm sorry.
He's
not doing it.
Like he gets those plays, but like when he gets the plays, it's one play. All right, let's say like okay, I bet him for like 50 yards. the one catch he gets is 50 yards. Bro.
Yeah,
it's not Tucker Kraft like
Tucker Kraft.
50 yards.
And tight ends aren't doing that. And it's not even just the receptions he was getting. He was getting those fucking receptions, and then on top of that, the blocking. He was able to cover the edge. Yeah. He wasn't allowing T.J. Watt. Do you know how hard it is to block T.J. Watt, and he's doing it by himself, getting his hands inside the pads, not allowing T.J. Watt to stop Josh Jacobs? Now, Josh Jacobs had a pretty mid-game, but that's because other people weren't blocking. T.J. Watt didn't do that good last night, or 2 nights ago. He did okay. It's T.J. Watt. He's always going to do somewhat good.
Yeah.
But he didn't do what he was projected to do because of Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft was blocking him so well. But we're going to get into the running game. Now, our running game was pretty... I'm going to say this. Emmanuel Wilson had more yards than Josh Jacobs by a large margin. Emmanuel Wilson had as many carries as Josh Jacobs. He had 11. Josh Jacobs had 13. Emmanuel Wilson had 61 rushing yards. Josh Jacobs had only 30 rushing. Josh Jacobs had only 33. Only 33. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say...
Receiving, then what do you have receiving?
He didn't have too many. He only had like 15 receiving. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say...
Wait, was that where it slipped in?
Yeah, Josh Jacobs. I'm not going to sit up here and...
He got a touchdown, though.
He did get a touchdown.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs did get a touchdown. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say, Josh Jacobs, you just... No, they had his number. And we know they had his number because it's Josh Jacobs. If you don't stop him early, it's just going to be a bad night if you don't stop him early. And that's what they did. They stopped him early. So, bye, Mags. So, that's what they got. But because they kept stopping Josh Jacobs, they're like, oh, they're just putting in Emmanuel Wilson. He's not going to do that great. It's Emmanuel Wilson. No. Emmanuel Wilson then came and picked up some of the slack and put out a show.
Yeah, yeah,
61 yards for a backup running back.
yeah.
61 yards.
For a backup,
For the backup
woo.
is crazy work.
Yeah.
He did his thing out there. Savion Williams got his first touchdown of his career last night too. That means we're starting to get the other rookies into the mold a little bit more. Matthew Golden's breakout game was last week. It wasn't this week. He only got a couple catches, or I think 2 catches, if not just one, this game. He had 3 for 4 yards, so not really that great. But his breakout game was last week, where he had like 50, 60 plus yards. That was a good game. But we're also going to talk about. We're going to get into Tucker Craft after this.
Talk.
We're going to get into Tucker Craft soon after this, but we're going to talk about Christian Watson. The dog, the GOAT, the one, the only. He's finally back, baby. Christian Watson's is back. And Christian Watson put out 4 catches for 85 yards. He got some clutch catches, too. Very clutch catches. Down in the, I think it was 3rd down. We needed to get a first down. We were doing pretty bad in the first 3rd down conversions. He got a crazy catch that was thrown up pretty much a goddamn a prey from Jordan Love, and he got it. He was able to he was creating a lot of space out there. He looked like he hadn't been injured the whole last year and the beginning of this year. He just looked great out there. He looked great. Then we had Romeo Dobbs. He got some good catches early. He didn't do too much in the back half, but he did score, if I'm not wrong. He got a touchdown. No, he did not. He didn't get a touchdown. That was Tucker Craft that got 2 of them. But he got some good clutch catches that put us in the red zone that then allowed Tucker Craft to get his touchdown. So Romeo Dobbs, he only had 44. I say only 44 yards is still really good, but he had 44 yards out there. He did his thing. We had Malik Heath out there. He got only like 3 catches, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 3 catches. And for Malik Heath, that's pretty good. He did pretty good. He had 30 yards, but he got a lot of the good catches that we needed to get 5 yards, 6 yard check down catches that we just needed to get it closer to the first down. He got those, and he delivered on his end. He did what he needed to do. We got Emmanuel Wilson. He also had 26 receiving yards on top of his 61 rushing yards. Gorgeous. He did his thing out there. Then we have Josh Jacobs. He had 12 receiving yards. Josh Jacobs, this is one of his not so good games. But like I said earlier, they had his number. They made sure he wasn't able to bounce outside. They made sure he wasn't able to cut up the middle. But it was also, it felt like there was a lot less blocking. It wasn't as good with Josh Jacobs because I feel like the line just expects him to have these breakout plays. Like, oh, Josh Jacobs, he's going to break out. So we don't need to block as well. And you could see it. He was kind of getting met in the backfield. It wasn't that great of a game for Josh Jacobs, but it's okay for him not to have those good games. Again, we're humans. This is football. We're gonna have good games, bad games. He had a not great game, but for Emmanuel Wilson to then pick it up for him, that's a crazy duo back. That's a crazy for 2 running backs to be able to do what they do. For Emmanuel Wilson to pick up when Josh Jacobs is not able to. And then if Emmanuel Wilson can't pick up, Josh Jacobs is going to be – it's just our backs are looking good. Look like we have some good backs back there. That's pretty much it. We had Fitzpatrick with the catch. Matthew Golden didn't do too well. Luke Musgrave, he had 1 catch for 5 yards. That's all good and dandy. But let's get into Tucker Craft. Oh, man. 7 catches, 143 yards, average 20 yards a catch with 2 touchdowns as an icing on the cake. Those stats right there. You don't see that from tight ends. Tight ends nowadays, they are a lot more active in the catch, I feel like, than they were back then. Even though back then they were still, we're not even going to talk about the Shannon Sharps of back then. The Sterlings, we're not going to talk about them. We're not going to talk about any of them, you know. But or even Mr. Gonzalez, Tony. But we're gonna talk about the fact that that Tucker Craft did something that I haven't seen a lot of tight ends do, and that's I talked about it earlier. Him being able to get the blocks on T.J. Watt. He is such a hard defender to block, especially on the line. It's just T.J. Watt is unstoppable. It's like eventually he's gonna get his one, and he did. He got a good amount of tackles. He was able to get in the backfield still. But when push came to shove, T.J. Watt was there when we needed him. He got the stops, or he stopped T.J. Watt when we needed him to, and he was able to have a field day on the catch. His check and releases just looked like no other. I have not seen anybody as a tight end. Well, not anybody. I won't say I have not seen anybody. I'll say this. My favorite Packer of all time is Jermichael Finley, a tight end. And it felt like Tucker Craft was just doing. Oh, I don't know, man. I can't say he was doing better than Jermichael. I won't say all that. But what I will say is he looked. Oh, and for all the arguments of people saying he isn't the best tight end in the league, look at his stats. Look at his numbers this year. Look what he's able to do. And the stats don't show this, but look at his blocking ability. It just looks like so. It looks so good on film. It's just littered with so much good blocking, so many good check and releases, so many good catches, so many good routes. He's so explosive. Tight ends just, it feels like tight ends shouldn't have the speed that he has. Tight ends shouldn't be able to move how he moves and be able to block how he blocks. He's strong and he's fast. He's able to outrun linebackers and safeties. Well, I won't say he's able to outrun safeties. I will say he's able to outrun linebackers while throwing safeties around like they're toddlers because of how big he is. Oh man. And the 2 touchdowns he had the first touchdown of the game for us. It was I think like a little 10, 15-yard touchdown. He looked good. Dude, caught in the backfield, which, again, you don't see tight ends do. You don't see tight ends getting plays planned for them to be catching them in the backfield and then running it upfield. And the way he ran it, he caught it in the backfield, and there was a gap. He was outside, and there was a gap right down between the wide receiver and one of the linemen, or if not the running back. I'm not wrong. And he was able to cut down into the gap with such precision and explosion that the linebacker couldn't keep up with him. He just looks so beautiful. It's just so great to see him have his breakout year. I said this earlier, Tucker Craft is going to have his breakout year this year, and he's showing. This is his year. It's Tuck season, baby. That's I love that man. He's just, I could talk about it for hours, but I digress. I will talk about our defense as well. Xavier McKinney had 6 tackles, which, I mean, that's a lot of tackles. This year Xavier isn't doing that great, but I will say he's not doing that great is because they're not challenging him anymore. He got challenged all last year, and he proved, don't throw it his way. If you throw it his way, it's gone. And so quarterbacks aren't really doing that anymore. So you could say, oh, he's not really having that good of a year. It's because he's not getting tested this year. He's not really getting tested. A lot of the big gains are coming from Keyshawn. But it's not even Keyshawn getting burnt. I won't say he's getting. There are plays. Every cornerback gets burnt. I'm not saying Keyshawn's getting burnt. What I'm saying is that he's giving up a lot of penalty yards. So a lot of like PIs or defensive holding is a lot of it's coming from him. I've noticed that. A lot of it's coming from him. And he's supposed to be a cornerback 1. And the issue is it's not like he's giving up an insane amount of yards. I mean, he kind of is, but he's not at the same time either. It's just the penalties are killing him. They're killing him. He's got to be able to lock down. And if you look at the first game of the year against the Lions, he showed he can do it. He's got flashes of him being able to lock it down and not get all these penalties constantly. But right now, he's struggling with penalties. And it's going to smooth. I feel like as we go on, hopefully it'll just start smoothing itself out. Right now, we'll see. We'll see. Carrington Valentine had a good night last night. A lot of there was a pass in the end zone. There were two passes in the end zone. One of them got caught for a touchdown. He knocked out of his hands late, but I mean, it was a touchdown. I see it's a touchdown. But there's other crucial pass that was thrown, and he was able to break it up. And the way he broke it up just looked really good. No PI, just great defense, just locking. And Carrington Valentine was sitting behind Nate Hobbs. And I don't know how I feel about Nate Hobbs. He's not really. I don't know. I don't really. He gets burnt every other play. And it's not that he's. I don't know. I don't really like Nate Hobbs personally in the backfield by himself. Now, if he plays help defense, he's okay. But when he's playing a zone on his own, it doesn't end up working. And I feel like Nate Hobbs should be behind Carrington Valentine. Carrington Valentine is just inconsistent, but Nate Hobbs he's just not, I feel like he's not showing enough. And hopefully he'll be able to bounce back in the game when he goes back in. But we're going to talk about Edrin Cooper. That guy he was showing out a little bit. He only had 4 tackles, but he was showing. He was in the backfield a couple times. Edrin Cooper is one of our best linebackers. I'll just say that. Him and Quay Walker. They are 2 of our best linebackers. And the way they play is just, as long as they're consistent like I will say they have been, it'll be good. It'll be good. Now we're going to talk about the line a little bit. We are going to talk about good old Micah Parsons. Now, Micah he had 1 sack on A-Rod on A-Rod this game. And it was pretty electric. I will say that. I was in B-dubs watching it with Alex, and it was pretty electric. It was a really good sack. He got back there. He got A-Rod down. He's looking like what we paid for. He's looking like we paid. Now the numbers will sit up there. A lot of people will say, "Oh, he's only got this amount of sacks, this amount of tackles." I don't even care about that as much as I care about his pressures, his QB pressures. The fact that the QBs are having to throw the ball early, it's messing up the rhythm. They're not able to stay consistent in the pocket because Micah is back there hunting you down. There was a play where A-Rod rolled out of the pocket, and Micah was hounding him down, almost smacked the ball out of A-Rod's arm. It's plays like that. It puts so much pressure on the quarterback that they have to either release it early or throw it away, and it puts so much on. It puts the defense in such a good position, because people will say that the numbers aren't good, but if you look at his pressures, that's I care about the pressures. That was the main issue I feel like last year, is QBs, if they weren't getting sacked, they were getting pressured, but not to the degree that Micah is able to pressure the quarterbacks. And he's doing his thing. He got a sack. And his pressures are leading to other linemen getting pressures like Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary has had 2 tackles, he had 2 sacks in this game on A-Rod. And a lot of those sacks came from Micah Parsons forcing the pressure. The pressure comes. Now A-Rod has to step up in the pocket, and he's met with Rashawn Gary. It's just, it's a masterclass at the line. If Micah's not able to get there, Rashawn Gary's able to clean up for Micah. If Rashawn Gary can't get there, or he's applying pressure and he gets away from Rashawn Gary, then here comes Micah with the sack, or he's chasing him from behind, applying so much pressure. Our line is just, it's great. It's great. But that's about it for the Packers game, I will say McMahon is 2 missed kicks. We're not
Brother,
going to talk about that.
you got something else to say?
What about the Bears?
Anything?
No, that's about it.
Brother,
At least for the Packers.
Cam Scatterbo and injuries.
Oh, injuries. Let's get into injuries.
Fuck.
Yeah, that Cam injury was. Oh man, and he's the
Favorite player. I would go to fucking talk to anybody who knows NFL, like my friend Eric at work and everything. And I said, fuck, when he was playing and everything a few games ago, I was like, Scatterboo, favorite player, because he would just go CT, and then out of all things that hurt him, it was his fucking ankle.
Yep.
And you know what Mike told me? Rogue? He said he'll be back in 2 weeks.
No.
And he texted me and he was dead ass. And I know that. And then I talked to Eric and he's like, bro, he's out for the season.
He's out for the season.
Like, dude, that's fucking that's pissing me off. Excuse my French, but that's pissed me off.
The issue with that is that people will say that Jackson Hart was the heart of the Giants. It was Scatterboo. It was Cam. It's the way that he was running, how explosive he was, the way he was playing, his blocking, his everything. It breathed life into the Giants. And with him being injured, it's like that life got sucked out of them. We will see how they play next week. We'll see how they play next week if they don't have a bye. I don't think they have a bye. But we'll see how they play next week. And that'll determine. I mean, they weren't really doing great anyways. It's the Giants. I think they had only like 2 wins, but it felt like almost like the wins didn't even matter. It didn't feel like that. Just felt like they were becoming that team that you could just be like, oh wow, they could, if they keep this up next year, they could have a chance. But hopefully, Scatterboo's okay. Speedy recovery.
I thought it was just dislocation, but his shit was like,
no,
let's
it's
say this is his
way.
ankle. And my hand went like this, but like this. That shit was done.
No, I hope he's able to come back next season. And speedy recovery to Cam. Speedy recovery. You want to talk about the Bears real quick?
Yeah, sure I will. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
I'll start off with it.
Tory, bro. That's just fucked up.
The
Bears are good. They're good, but they're not good because you can't have 2-3 games in a row where it's like 25-24, and then you play. Okay, the Raiders, they're not good. Okay, no. Ashton GT's fine, but no one else on that fucking team is good except for who's the guy that smokes backwoods? What's his name?
Oh, Max, Mr. Crosby.
That motherfucker's decent too. But why on earth do you have to win the game by a blocked field goal? There's no shot. Why do you have to win by a blocked field goal against a team that's like that? It's
statistically like the second worst team in the league.
The Raiders don't even have a fucking home stadium until this year, right? Or did they even make that stadium yet?
I don't think they made the stadium yet.
They didn't even make the fucking stadium yet, and they're still fucking ass.
Yeah, no.
Or no, they are ass. So why does that game have to be so close? Also, you play the fucking Saints, okay? They did a great fucking job. It's a high school team. You should have beat them fucking 2,000,000-0. It's a high school team. It's a fucking high school team.
Saints suck.
It's a high school team, bro. Like,
what was it? Yeah.
Malachi needs to get on ASAP.
It's about the Raiders. So the Raiders are statistically like the second worst team in the league behind the Jets, and the Jets actually won this week. You know who they beat?
Dude, they beat the Bengals, and I don't think they should. I was on the phone with David the entire time, and I was like, there's no way the Jets win. There's no way the Jets win. But, okay, look. Me and Alex, let me say this. Me and Alex, we were Rogowski. He knows a lot about NFL, right? Mm-hmm. We hung out, 2 days ago at his crib, what I told you earlier. And he made a parlay with me. And he said, this team, he bet on... I could check, but the DraftKings is on my phone. But he bet on Steelers.
Bad bet.
At the end of the day, he bet on the Jets. Okay, he went 1-5, and me and Alex were pissed because we followed his bets because he knows ball. He fucking knows ball.
I don't know why I put the Steelers over us.
When he said that shit, he was drunk. But he bet on the Steelers, or he bet on the Jets, and
And
they
the Jets
won.
won.
But the Jets shouldn't have won that game. They shouldn't have won that game. They really shouldn't.
They shouldn't have, but
Did
the
you watch it?
Bengals, yeah, but the
He
Bengals
shouldn't
are
have- he
not
shouldn't have
really
won. They shouldn't
good
have won the
right
game.
now either.
Yes, but the Bengals were up like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they were up like a million, and they just
And they
crumbled.
crashed. Yeah. The Bengals were up a million. Like,
All right, let's. Aaron Glenn, first one as a head coach. I mean, we're halfway through the goddamn season, so that's really not good. But yeah, enjoy your win. Now let's get into the Jacksonless Birds beating the Bears. If you would have asked me 2 weeks ago who would have won, if you would have asked me last week who would win that game, it would have been the Bears. I think the Bears were the underdogs in that too.
they were. They were like, what, against the Commanders?
No. The Ravens.
Oh, the Ravens. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so 2 or 3 days before, I looked at the line. Bears were plus maybe 240, 260, plus 260.
Yep.
Because Lamar at the time was not out. Dude, Lamar got out and they went to plus maybe 140. Maybe even less, I think. This dude, David was telling me, what's his name? The Ravens back out? Who is the quarterback?
I don't know. I didn't even
Something. Hey, it started with an H or something. Anyway,
I don't even keep
this dude. Let me search up his fucking stats, cause was my friend David was telling me, which he could be in the podcast if he comes a little bit soon or whatever. He was telling me, dude, the Ravens have got this guy 3 times, let him off, and let him back in the team 3 times. That's how iffy the Ravens are about him. And I'm gonna pull up his stats right now, dude, because it was actually crazy. Like he got over 50 rushing yards. Like he was. If they were so iffy about him, this motherfucker balled out. Let me check. Let me see. Let me see right now. Hold on. Cause like, dude, like, honestly, the Bears should have won. The Bears really should have won.
Yeah, but they crumbled.
That's exactly why they crumbled. Huntley, here we go.
Oh yeah, Huntley.
He got, let's see, 186 yards, which is kind of mid, a touchdown, longest reception was 36 yards, and then he got I need to see what he got his pass percentage 73, or completion percentage. I need to see his full stats, cause I need to see his rushing yards, cause the amount of rushing yards this fucker got, this is probably what could have showed the Ravens that like he's about it, like they could add him, but like he's not obviously better. This is what I was thinking. Imagine what Lamar would have done to these fuckers.
That would have been bad.
Lamar would have beat them like 45-9. Let me see. How many rushing did he get? Damn. How many rushing yards did he get? Those stats. Damn, I can't even find it. I shouldn't see how many rushing yards, because he got like, all right, let's just say he got 50 rushing yards. Fuck it. He got 50 rushing yards. Only
Uh-oh.
he's here. Look up Hunter. Look up his stats.
53 yards. You were right.
53. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, we will be right back. Give us 1 second.
So yeah, 53 yards. What do you get? He got 53 yards, and I don't know. Dude went crazy. Dude really went crazy against the Bears, which I was not expecting, because he's like a little he's three. You gotta give him 3 fucking chances, and now hopefully it's the game that he can prove himself. But they're never getting rid of Lamar. So
he is their franchise QB.
Exactly. Um. Okay.
You want to talk about Caleb Williams and what he did?
Since we're on NFL, yes.
I feel like Caleb Williams didn't have the worst game that game, though. How
I
many?
don't. I really don't.
He had
I
like
don't
what
think so either.
240, 260 passing yards, something like that. He didn't really have a bad game. It just felt kind of like the defense really let them down.
Yep.
The defense really
What did he
let them
get that
down.
game? I think he did pretty damn good.
I think he had like two, if not.
I had a oh yeah, I had a really fucking fire fucking parlay for that game.
Did you?
Lock. And I told Alex, we were both at work, I told Alex, the motherfucker gonna lock it in. Perfect lock. It was a fucking lock. Actually, it was a lock until I needed Derrick Henry to get 1 yard. And then he got the 1 yard in like 30 seconds left
Okay.
of the fourth quarter. But it was a lock still. It was a fucking lock. Everything hit by like the second quarter. It was a fucking lock. It was a plus 300. Exact. 3-0. All right, go.
Caleb Williams. I don't know. At first, when we saw the Bears defense, we were like, oh, they're not the worst. But then they were started getting beat out. And it started to show the cracks in the defense. And it just hasn't been repaired. They don't look good. The defense
285 yards. Went 25 for 38, which is not good. But 24 rushing yards. I mean, no. Dude,
he did have a bad game.
300 yards damn near.
Yeah.
And he didn't do bad at all.
He did have a bad game. It's like you can't sit up here and put it on Caleb Williams. Like Caleb Williams is looking good.
Come on now.
I've been saying this earlier on. Like Caleb Williams, he looks like a reliable quarterback. He looks good to me.
Dude.
And he didn't play bad last game.
Last 5 games, he totaled of 1,219 passing yards.
Yeah.
That's great.
Like he doesn't look bad.
Whoa, 5 games.
That's somewhere around like 2 to 180 a game.
About 280 a game. 260 a game.
He's not like it's the defense. It's the defense. The defense is not good. It's not good. It's not good enough. I don't hate the Bears. As someone who is a Packers fan, I've said this a million times on here. I don't hate the Bears. It's the problem with the Bears is that they just don't have that juice. The culture always seems the same every year. They do decent in the beginning of the year, or they do okay and they just look terrible, or they look terrible in the beginning of the year and they pick it up at the end. It's never just we're gonna have a flat out good season. It's always a roller coaster with the Bears. Like last game. Oh, they look good in the beginning, if I'm not wrong. The Bears look good in the beginning.
100%, bro, 100%.
They look great in the beginning. And then the defense is just like, take a nap. Like,
okay, it is the Ravens, but
they have Huntley out there, man.
No, but Huntley's obviously not terrible.
He's not, but he's no Lamar. That's the thing.
Well, of course he's no Lamar, but it's also the Bears.
It's the Bears, and that's my problem. This is
what happens with them. They start out good, maybe 2-3 games good, whatever, do that, second, and third. But also it wasn't that good because they've won off of flukes. But, yes, it's Huntley. But what I also have to say is everybody's the same except for Huntley. So if Huntley just knows how to throw the ball, he's going to do good.
He's going to do
But
okay.
The Bears fucking suck. I love the Bears. This is a Chicago fucking sweatshirt. Chicago Cubs and everything. You know, you already know I love the Cubs. I told you everything. The Bears have always sucked. So they've sucked for the last few years.
Yeah. Since we've been
sucked because I've just started fucking with the Bears. I mean, my family's always been a Bears fans and everything, but like I basically just started fucking with the Bears because I just got into all these sports because I started betting. But
I will say since our middle school year, the Bears have not been good.
Yeah,
they have not been. That's a long time. That's a very long time.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's.
We've been out of high school for 5 years, so you're adding another 4 to 5 years on top of that. At least 10 to 15 years. They just haven't looked good.
Caleb has averaged 240 yards for the last 5 games. He's got 1,200 plus yards for the last 5 games, but 240 yards is good. So he tries his ass off and he has the shit. But what is it?
It's the damn defense.
It's the defense that's not doing them justice.
I was always told defense wins you games. If you can't stop the team from scoring,
Packers.
Yeah.
Defense wins the game.
Defense wins games. Like that. Why do you think that we beat the Steelers? Our defense was bad in the beginning, but once we picked it up, our offense also picked it up.
Because
They feed off of each other.
They would have lost that game if they was Bears defense. They would have lost. If it was
the Bears
that
defense,
shit
we would have lost.
ASAP. They would have lost that shit instantly, dude.
Badly.
Like
very
bad.
badly.
I'm seeing if David called. But anyway, we don't have to move on, but we can. I think I'm gonna move on when David gets here, and he can talk about college after I'm done with talking. We're talking about what we're talking about. But what we have left is we're to talk about kind of new things with sports, but we need to talk about the NBA being back.
Yep.
We need to talk about that fucking Dodgers game. 18 innings last night. 18 fucking innings. They had 290 balls in preparation for the game. They went through 220 balls of that. What if they ran out of balls?
Well, they just tied the game?
They wouldn't have, but they would have got more balls. But, like, if you have 290 in preparation, you're not trying to... They played 2 games in one. The game started at 7 while I was at work. I go out after work and everything. After my whole night out, I go home. I'm smoking a joint at 2 in the morning. I pull my phone out, and I see the Freddie Freeman walk-off home run in the 18th inning. They played 2 games in one.
Jesus.
18 innings in the World Series. But what I can say is that happened because in the World Series, and it's extra innings when it's overtime, like extra innings, whatever. They don't put a man at second. If there was a man at second, the Blue Jays would have fucking won that game. But I want the Dodgers because shout out to Tristan, you're my greatest friend I've ever had. Because of Tristan, I love it. You've been in my room. I have that Dodgers poster.
Yeah.
That's Tristan's. So I was texting Tristan last night for the first time in forever. So whatever. Dodgers are winning it in 5. Let me just say that. That's it. If I'm right, Tori owes me $1,000. You know, that's it.
Me? $1,000.
Me?
I need that.
No, that's a clip right there. That's a clip right there. We're gonna call yesterday Sports Equinox. It was the MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL. All sports in one. Sports Equinox. You know what Sports Equinox is?
I do not.
That's when all 4 play at once and everything.
Okay.
And they give... The day before that, they were giving a fucking profit boost. They gave me 20 profit boosts. I have a screenshot of that shit.
Jesus.
20 profit boosts for every single fucking lay between like 1 p.m. and like 6 p.m. 20 profit boosts. They want people to go broke. Okay, so we talked about Cam. Talked about Did we talk about the injuries?
Oh, just Cam. That's all we've talked about so far.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the injuries because like there's so many people injured this season.
It's a lot. Got Cam, got Lamar.
I called David.
Call.
So like yeah, there's so many injuries, and then we're just gonna talk about how I've been hitting on fucking NBA. Did you talk about the first half 9.5?
Yeah, I forgot about in the beginning of the pod, about the first half.
The first half 9.5, right?
9.5, and
Okay.
we average about 20.
Where's my pencil? Huh? Oh, here. You here? Yeah? Okay, I really forgot what I was talking about, but I think it was a Sports Equinox. Alright. I'm going to start off by saying, cool day. It was an alright day. And the only reason it was a good day is because of the MLB.
Talked about
boom.
the 18 innings.
I will. Boom. NFL, NBA, NHL. What am I missing? MLB. All those were on at one time, which is why I really do like the Sports Equinox. It's pretty great. It's like, what, one time a year, maybe a couple times? I don't know. Whatever. Next, we're going to be talking about the Dodgers in 18 innings. Okay.
I think we talked about that.
But we didn't talk enough about it.
Nah, probably. I don't think we got in depth.
He's going to join the podcast in a little bit. David, he's been on the podcast before and everything. That night with the Dodgers game, the whole Sports Equinox shit was cool, but like the Dodgers game was what made the Sports Equinox the Sports fucking Equinox. 7-hour game. They went through fucking 220 out of 290 fucking balls. 18 innings. That's 2 goddamn games. And what he bring up, David, he's going to come on in a little bit. What he bring up earlier yesterday, or yesterday when we were doing what we were doing, he said, "Why is there no man at second when it's overtime?" And I was like, "Oh shit! I didn't even realize that. There's no man at second. I really did not realize that." So I guess in the World Series, I know baseball more than anybody, but I fucking forgot that damn. In the World Series, they don't do that. That's why the fuck it went to 18 innings. And they matched the history of the other World Series where it went 18 innings. And people, they don't really match like that. And what I was telling Tori earlier, what was I telling you? I was like, every single time someone almost hits a record and shit, they always tie the record. They never go over. Like, I wish it was 19 so they could get the over.
Like Pookie, Jordan Love.
But shout out to my boy Tristan. Tristan, I love you. You're in LA. You're my best friend. You moved away from me. That's why I want the Dodgers to win. Okay, Cubs fan, Cubs shit and everything, but Dodgers in 5. Dodgers are gonna win. Our Dodgers are gonna smoke them tonight. Ohtani pitches. Last time Ohtani pitched, do you even know what he got last time Ohtani pitched?
I know wasn't it a shutout damn near,
Bro. 10 strikeouts, 3 home runs.
Yeah.
He's a batter pitcher. He's Travis Hunter, but on drugs. Travis Hunter's shit right now, but you know what I mean. Like,
it's not translating to the NFL as much as we
dude,
wanted it to. But yeah,
you have to understand. We will never see this again in history of our lives. My dad texted me earlier, I think it was yesterday. This is gonna be like people saying, "I saw Babe Ruth play," and I feel like that wholeheartedly. To be honest, you can't be going both sides and going and beating records. Like, no one gets 3 home runs in a game. No one gets 10 strikeouts in a game unless you're a dog. This dude got both in one game. That shit is crazy. That shit doesn't happen. Like, that shit just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So, Dodgers in 5.
It's a bad man.
And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Dodgers winning the World Series no matter what. And I guarantee that. I'll bet my whole life savings on that shit. So, 220. They almost ran out of balls.
That's crazy.
18 innings. That's 2 games. All right, next. NBA. And I have a couple questions for both of you. So, if you want to come in now, you can come in. But I have questions for both of you. Especially you, because I know you don't pay attention to NBA like that.
Not as much now.
So, do you want David to come in and just sit here?
Yeah, why not?
This is cool with me.
Take the throne.
Take the throne right here, buddy.
I bet you guys edit like applause or something for me. Give me a little good entry.
That's that
So,
guy right there.
how we doing tonight, folks?
Oh.
Bro, you can sit right here.
No.
Why not?
Oh, you meant over there.
Okay, so. Boom. Where do we live? We live in Chicago. You guys can share a mic or whatever.
Salud.
We're Chicago's right there or whatever. We're Bulls fans. We're doing this now. Third fucking Bulls are doing good. But before we even get to what the NBA's been lately and what the NBA's been doing and stuff, I want to say I'm gonna put an NBA lock and I'm gonna pull it. You're gonna pull out your phone. We're gonna do FanDuel. He's gonna tell you his parlay because he already fucking did a parlay. I'm gonna have this podcast out by tonight, so whoever watches it can lock it in. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna make one for tomorrow but he'll say what he has tonight and we'll see what wins.
Yeah,
But then we're gonna make one for tomorrow with him because he knows he just hit what yesterday, pretty fucking big too.
Yeah.
Don't even say what you hit for, but pretty big yesterday. But we're gonna make one. But anyway, my locks for NBA have been fucking phenomenal. I went a week and a half without hitting a parlay, which is fucking crazy. Week and a half, boom. NBA starts. I hit more parlays in 1 week than I did in that entire 2 weeks. Crazy. Fucking going off. Yesterday, I had Shea for 25, and I would have been fucking rich. I would be in fucking Bahamas right now. Fucking, if Shea got 25 points, I'd be rich. But anyway, what's the lock you got tonight? What do you have tonight?
I got the 76ers money line, the New York Knicks money line, and then the Warriors money line.
And the Warriors money line is what I'm fucking careful about and what I don't like. I thought Steph Curry wasn't playing. They're a plus 110 right now. And that's the
Is
one
Steph
where
playing? I didn't even look.
Steph's playing. That's
Okay,
what I
okay.
told you earlier. Steph's playing. But the last two games, the Clippers beat them. They're playing the Clippers and they're underdogs. They're playing the fucking Clippers and they're underdogs. But I didn't know how stacked the Clippers were. The Clippers have Harden, Bogdan, Zubac. They have all these people. That's why I didn't know their game.
The thing about Harden though is you can really see him go 4 for 20 one game. Like he really is a very
You're
inconsistent
very
player.
right. You're very right. Wait, what was he on earlier? He was on the.
He was on
No,
the Brooklyn
no,
Nets
he's
too.
But recently he was on the Sixers, right?
Yeah, he was on the Sixers before he went to.
Okay, so
LA.
now we gotta see. I don't know. Very wholeheartedly think that they shouldn't be underdogs, but I didn't know how stacked that they were. And what I was gonna say is they beat the Warriors. The last game they beat them in OT, and they beat them by 10 points. And the game before that they beat them by 13 points. So that's why I think that that they're underdogs. That's why I think they're underdogs. I mean, it makes sense, right? But yeah, my NBA locks have been crazy. So
LA, the Clippers definitely have a better team. Just like looking at the paper.
I mean, I wouldn't
looking
say
at it on paper. Yeah.
100%. No, bro, cough a little bit. You're sounding yeah. I don't think that they have a better team. I just think that's why I was checking
They have a deeper team than them.
100%. If their starters are who I just named, it's like damn. They have a good team.
But they don't got the best shooter in history. Harden
All right,
will never be Curry.
I understand Curry changed the game, but he's very on and off now, and you can't even lie about that. You can't even say he's not because he's on and off right now. When it was Curry back in 2-3 years ago, whew, he changed the game of NBA. If it weren't for him, nobody would be shooting 30-foot 3-pointers.
Now you got third graders practicing half court shots now.
Yeah. It changed the game. Yeah, shit. I mean, what do you have to say about NFL? You got any NBA? You watch it? You did anything about it?
You watch any
You've been
Bulls?
You've been taking care of it. You've been looking
No,
at it?
I've been getting a lot of slips from my sister and shit like
But yeah,
that.
have you been watching it?
I haven't really been watching it. I haven't had time.
Yeah.
The games start so late for me. Like by the time I get home, a game is either in the middle of it happening or it doesn't start till 7, 8 p.m.
Have you bet on it at all?
Other than those slips that my sister gave me, not much. No.
Damn.
I was gonna say, man, the Bulls, man.
Go talk about the Bulls, man.
You know, I think they're gonna be
3-0.
they're the deepest team in the NBA. I honestly think that they
Why?
have because in 3 games.
That's a long shot, but okay.
Listen, they've had 3 games. One, they had 6 players with 10 points or more. Second game, 7, and then this game they had 8. They really know how to distribute and make sure everybody scores because they have Josh Giddey, great playmaker.
Right back. I gotta go pee.
He's a great rebounder. I honestly really like the Giddey addition.
Pedophile.
Did he? But anyways, he's been good. Vucevic has looked good. His defense usually because he's so bad at defense, it's not really good because his offense is good, so it kind of balances out. But this year I feel like he has more offense more than defense, but he still has a decent amount of defense. But he's been great.
Man, I forgot. I was gonna say.
They don't have Kobe White.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about.
Yeah, bro.
If the Bulls had Kobe White, think about what you do. Think about what they're doing now, man. Think about what they're doing now, bro. If they have when they get Kobe White back, bang, 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 bang. Hey, Noah, shout out to Noah. I keep looking at your videos and everything, and I'm shouting you out. You don't even know I got a podcast, but I'm sending you this fucking podcast. Shout out to you, because I'm going to show him your videos and everything on Instagram about the Bulls and everything. Shout out to you, because you know what the fuck you're talking about. Excuse my French, but you know what you're talking about. So, also, do you have anything else to say about the Bulls?
They've been great, and I think that Billy Donovan finally has a team that we can actually go to the playoffs and not be stuck into playing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how far do you think they're gonna go? Well,
it's 3 games in.
It's
That's
hard
a
to
very
say.
hard
It's very hard to
question,
say because they also don't have Kobe White back. So wait till they have him back. Who's in his place right now? Is it someone bad or?
You know who's been really stepping up? Io DeSumo. He's been a great off the bench guy for us when we literally don't have Kobe White, who usually is the 6th man, he's starting now, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Io's been great. He just dropped 20. I think he dropped 21 or 24 points in 29 minutes last game. So he's been great. I think Io DeSumo needs to play well because it's his contract year.
One more thing. is what I want to say is, boom. SGA Shea, career high, went crazy. I told somebody on their way out of where I was at, said, "Hey, watch out for him." Career high that same night. Boom. You look at Wemby. That motherfucker scored. Excuse my French, but that motherfucker scored 100 points over like 50 rebounds or some bullshit in the first 3 goddamn. Sorry, but in the first 3 damn games, dude. First 3 games. Dude's going crazy. Wemby and Shea is going crazy. That's why you got to look out for. You don't have to look out for OKC because it looks like they're not doing bad because they're not doing good because that Dallas game should not have been that close and it should not have been that close at all. They're up by about 20 some and they should not have won that game that close. They should have stayed as a blowout, but it wasn't that big of a blowout and everything. But what do you want?
I have a question for you. So actually, Kendrick Perkins said this on ESPN. He said that by the end of Wembanyama's career, he's going to be in with the MJ and the LeBron talks.
I think he will. Have you seen this? I showed who the highlights of that game of that one game where he got 1,000,000 dunks. He went crazy. He dropped like some whatever. Dude, he's going crazy.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to be in that. He's going to be there. He's what 7'6" or some bullshit.
Hear me out though. Hear me out. There's always a chance because sometimes when
they get hurt, they get hurt.
That's what I'm saying. We in Chicago, we know that too well.
Yeah, just like Scadaboo. I feel like he saved that. He saved himself from God saved that motherfucker from CTE. They broke his ankle instead of his fucking skull.
We'll see. He might come back with some extra chromosomes.
And Rogowski told me, he said, he'll be back in 2 weeks. But Eric told me, no, he's out for the season.
His ankle was pointing left.
Dude, that shit was that way. Like we talked about earlier. That's crazy.
He's done. He's out for the season. He's
crazy.
done. He's done.
Crazy. So, what I think, we could finish the podcast by giving out an NBA set for tomorrow.
That's good.
Open your FanDuel. You re-downloaded it?
Yep. Sorry, Mom.
He deleted FanDuel because he just doesn't fuck with the app. So.
Yeah.
But now he's fucking with it because he won his parlay yesterday. So we re-downloaded it.
Yeah. If you want to see my slip tonight, it's
Here, you already said it. It's Knicks, Warriors, and 76ers. And what I'm gonna say, I want Tori to give his input on it. I think the only team he has to worry about is the Warriors. Like I said, they beat him 2 times, overtime and everything. He beat them.
I think they've beat him twice so much that I think,
it's time for the Warriors to
That's
win.
what I'm saying.
Okay. Plus 110 is very pick'em. What do you think about his parlay?
Oh yeah.
I think it's a lock. Reason I say it's a lock.
Yesterday, his shit was a
Lock.
Lock.
Yeah, this is the.
And the Bulls made it a lock.
It was moneyline Bulls, moneyline Cavs, and then the Spurs.
So what do you have today?
I got 76ers, Knicks, and the Warriors.
The only person that you have to worry about is either the Knicks or Warriors. And Warriors, I don't think you have to do too much. You don't have to think too much about now because the Curry's in. But the Knicks, they're playing against Giannis.
Well, this is the thing.
Giannis is. What's the Bucks' record?
They're 2-1, and the Knicks are 2-1.
Okay, so that should be a pick 'em, but
Yeah.
Knicks are minus 146.
This is what I gotta say. I mean, I gotta go with Jay Brunson, man. He's such a dog, and he's.
And
gonna
where
give
did he
me
grow
this
up? He grew up where you grew up, basically.
Yeah, he lived in Fox Lake or Lincolnshire, about a few towns away. I was actually a ball boy when he was in high school, so I got to watch him play.
It's pretty lit. Like
Yeah.
physically, right?
Yeah, like I
saw him
I
play.
saw him play. I shook his hand in the shake lines because I was with
That's
the team.
fire. So rightfully so, you should back him. So.
Yeah. And Curry better do his thing. Curry better shoot the lights out, and then we just need
I don't know how
Joel
fucking
Embiid.
stacked the fucking Clippers were though.
They're stacked.
They're stacked right now.
Yeah, but it's the Clippers. Like every time
Yeah,
they have
it's
super
the Clippers,
teams,
but they're stacked now. They didn't have these people.
Yeah. Well, by the end of the season,
They got
they're gonna be
fucking
crying.
Zubac. They got Zubac. I never knew they got Zubac. Ever.
Dude, they have had him for years.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Really?
They've had him for a while.
I had no idea. I've always bet on him, but I never knew he was on the Clippers.
He's on the Clippers.
I never knew. I bet on him for 8 rebounds every single slip, and he always hit, and I never knew he was on the Clippers. Harden, Zubac, Bogdan, who's hurt on their team? What's his face? Fuck, I can't think about it. But
Kawhi, right?
they have Kawhi Leonard too. Like they have so many. They have one person that's hurt.
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
Kawhi robot fashion right now is kind of like he's like
I don't know how he's playing. It's the
he's
start of
not,
the season. I have
not
no
playing
idea.
good. He looks like a broken down robot that got like hit by a bat.
I don't know, but I know that this is gonna be a good, really good game. I feel like because of how stacked they are. But I do think the Warriors come out on top, honestly, because the Warriors have their same lineup, and the Clippers are the Clippers. The Clippers have had Harden too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they've had Harden. So I didn't know they were that stacked.
for a little bit.
I didn't pay
bit.
attention to NBA back then, so I just bet on motherfuckers. Excuse my French. I just bet on mother people, and I didn't know they were that stacked. I didn't even know they were the Clippers.
Yo, can we get a excuse my French count?
That's 3.
You said
I'll
no.
do
You
it.
said it like
I'll
4
put
or
it.
5
I'll put it
times.
up here.
Anyways, what else?
No demonetization, even though I'm saying fuck anyway. So it's gonna be demonetized. But excuse my French. No.
You could say fire truck or something.
What?
You could say fire truck or something.
No,
No.
that's gay. Well,
Sorry, I'm corny. I'm a corny guy.
well, I mean, I think we've been going through. I think we've done enough, right? I mean,
That's the last
Don't
couple
know.
days,
That's
or
not
couple
bad.
weeks.
so shit. I mean, I'm glad we were able to get him. Wait a second. One more thing. Grab the mic. One more thing. Okay. Fuck, I don't even want to say this. This is gonna make me mad. I already know what you're gonna say. Who are you looking out for this college season?
You know, actually, you might think it's somebody, but it's somebody else.
Okay.
Um,
Please, thank you.
yes,
you. Who?
it's
Who?
not
Who?
Nick Martinelli.
No,
Uh,
no. Okay, let's.
Oh,
okay.
like for a team?
No. Okay, let's go. Yes, team. But like,
Team,
if you want to
okay.
do player, let's do both. Player for basketball, player for football, and then team for basketball, team for football.
Okay.
College. This is college.
So I kind of want to start with college football because I've been watching a lot of that. The first player that we should be really looking out for and who's been one of the best seasons of college football you can really play is Mendoza, quarterback.
What about Preston? Just kidding.
Yeah, look up Preston Stone. You won't be very excited about
He's
him.
awesome.
He's not. He's terrible. Anyways, and then Vanderbilt.
He's winning.
Vanderbilt is on the merge of making a college football playoff for the first time ever. They got a great. I think they're top 10 in the country, and they're always really bad in football. This is the first time they've actually reached the top 10, I believe. So, yeah. And then for basketball,
Don't even say.
well, honestly, I don't really watch any other team, man. So I'd
Well,
honestly,
then don't. That's what you
then I don't really have a college basketball thing.
player.
Yeah, or
What about? Okay, I already know your football teams and shit, but like player or football or team for football.
team for what? Oh,
No, never mind.
NFL?
I'm not even gonna ask him that because I already know the answer. Northwestern,
Yeah,
of course.
they're dogs.
Whatever. No, they're not.
No,
Okay.
they're cats.
Yeah, they're fucking
Alright.
pussy.
Hey, yo.
Alright, at the end of the day, whatever. It's probably gonna be the end of the podcast. It's been a pretty long podcast. We want to just put something out. It's been a long time. My bad. Our bad. It's been a long time, but more my bad because we've both had not time.
we both
We've
had no
both
time.
been shit, have stuff going on and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be the end of the podcast. I'm Mike,
It's Steve.
and yeah, we're gonna be way more consistent. If we don't have a lot going on, we'll find some time. But yeah, shit. That's it, right?
That's it.
All right. Appreciate the support and everything, and we'll fucking see you later. This is fucking David, and he's gay. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.